の色はエメラルド宝石みたいに光ってる流れ星を見上げていたあの夜もふと窓に映ったまだどこか戸惑った顔このまま遠く離れてゆく街も君もさよならなんだ夢を追いかけ争っていた自分勝手だね君が言った刺さる言葉孤独の中リピートするふわり風が飲み込んでゆく夜の電車が心地よくて期待してんのバカみたい今はまた涙の色はエメラルドブルー宝石みたいに光ってる何もかもを捨てたかった憂鬱なあの日々も騒ぎ始めた胸の中の答えを探す旅に出よう流れ星を追い越してくスピードで
Food cost alone.
What up?
It's not practical, you know?
You're- Yep. Hello, hello.
What's up?
What up?
Hola.
Yo.
How's it going?
Mhm.
Going.
Bien.
Welcome back to Tales of Yuansu, episode 24.
24?
24. Crazy.
24!
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
exciting.
Okay, that's good. I was it can't be that crazy because we just did 23, right? So you had to have
Okay.
expected you had to
Oh.
expected 24.
Night Fury missed the
You
intro,
agree?
guys.
It was a bop. Malkater.
Can I be taken back to the intro music again? Hey, Malkater, what did we tell you? Hey, the intro is a banger.
Theo made that for us. That's pretty sweet.
I think I can help you out
Mhm.
now.
Little plug, by the way. September subs get a free dice tray or dice box, your choice.
Yeah. Both of them are awesome.
Heck yeah.
Did we ever do our glamour shots for those so we could like throw them up as a card or something?
Glamour shots
I
by
didn't.
Deb.
I didn't yet. I will. I'll get some out. Oh wait, my professional.
Your camera's at the studio.
Yeah.
Got him.
Well, we should.
Oh wait, there you go. There.
Well,
Life
somewhere.
is
There you go, Life.
showing his.
But it's out of focus,
there
Life.
we go.
That's not a glam. This isn't a glamour shot.
I can't move any closer to my camera to get it in focus right now.
Oh yeah.
The baby on me.
Oh no, locked down.
Pretty sure mine's still partially packed from Gen Con.
Down in the bottom of your bag.
You have to bring them into the studio, man, so you could use it.
I think he
Anyways.
leaves it up here.
You get to pick color schemes and stuff, and Mama Woes makes those, and then we'll ship them out.
We've got them. We've got them with the Mortal Woes stickers on them. If you're really clever and really nice, Mama Woes may even, she might embed something else in there.
You need to work on character creation. We got some videos, some podcasts about that.
Our point of inspiration, we go over a little bit of that.
If you're looking for like tips and tricks or different ways that some of us do it.
when we have and reach out in the Discord if there's anything. Some of our other programs are. We have a creation stream on Wednesdays. If there's anything you guys are particularly interested in, creating or wanting to see how we create things, reach out there, and that could be I'm the host of that show currently, so I'd be more than happy to accommodate. And so, Malkater, if you want to work on character creation, I can show you how I do it. You can join me on the stream on Wednesday, and we can do that together. Still trying to gather resources to create a 3.5 character. I take it back. Sorry. I'm, I'm trying to take it easy this week. Oh my gosh. I have a stack of 3.5 books that I could sit on as a chair. So maybe I should pull them out and help you.
Yeah, I struggle doing them 3.5s too. I'll struggle doing a
Y-
5e.
Hey, move into 5e to run games. It's much easier on the DM. So much easier on the DM than 3.5. Holy crap.
Yeah, that is fact.
Facts.
Heard
Facts.
it from me, folks. I run them one in each actually. So
You played 3.5 Pathfinder 3.0 for 10, 15 years?
Hmm.
And
I
before you
do.
moved to 5e?
3.5 for about 4 to 5 years, and then Pathfinder 2.0 until 5e came out.
So
Hmm.
Pathfinder 2.0 for 10 years or so, right? And now that you run a game in 5e, it's
easy, not
Mhm.
easy. You know,
Too easy.
simple.
It is easy. It is easy as it should be. This game isn't complicated. It allows you to focus on the thing that's most important about the game, which is having fun with your friends. As long as you're doing that, you're doing it right.
Anyways, recap.
Recap.
Last session was basically it was all combat,
Mm-hmm.
which we don't normally do, but it was, I guess, a large. I think some would consider it large scale combat. 11 enemy combatants plus a party of 5. Started out with a party of 5. So, anyways, that was fun. I think everybody had fun.
Yeah.
You guys won, and we ended the. I mean, it was pretty much a slaughter, TBH, and we ended the session with Kirameki trying to take one alive for some information, and Faye wasn't having it. I guess Faye was a little upset for trying to be kidnapped, and blew him off the
Kiribeki
broom with
didn't exactly
a
say,
scorching.
"Wait, leave him alive."
Oh, for sure. No,
Instead, he
that's
attacked
true.
her. He like shot gusts of wind at her and
Yeah,
just flew away.
tried to discreetly like keep her from finishing him.
Yeah, I'm sure if he would have said, "Hold on," she may have waited.
But yeah, we kind of let's change the music here, and we'll pan back in. I mean,
I love, dude. That music's fire.
yeah, I really enjoy that set. Really do. Man, it keeps doing so. I don't know if I talked about it, but when I do the 3.5 game, I have to download an older version of Foundry, and then I have to re-update to do this game, and it resets my currently playing playlist every time.
Mm.
But it's all right. Not a big deal. Here, this should be good. This should make sense.
I tried
Resettled.
to when we were in our in-person game Saturday. I tried to just open up the app and like kind of like import a bunch of files, like music files to play, And then I realized after waving my hands in the air, I was like, "Oh God, we're in person. I haven't done this in a while." Play music. It wasn't working.
I have speakers in my front seat, so we can test those out this weekend as well.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, yeah. See if they pick up on our mics. I just, I want to find a playlist and a soundboard too. And
Alright.
Anyway, we can talk about that later.
We gonna pretty much just throw it right to you guys since appears to have no more combatants and Kirmeka, you're in the air still, but other than that.
Is the person that I hoisted up dead? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think if I recall, you pushed him off once you turned around, and it was just like Crypt Keeper, burnt alive face behind you.
Yeah. I'll just kind of like look down, stare at you, Faye. Damn it, Faye! And I just chuck the body at you. Damn it. All right. I'll fly towards whatever general direction that person pointed towards.
Okay.
Can't remember which way.
Looking at the map, I'll say east.
Actually, you know what? I'll hold off on that. I'll just descend and fly back down towards the middle of the camp. Kind of feel out for anything else that's happening.
Where the hell is Kiramaki?
Sorry, Israfel, did you say
Yeah,
something to
I
that?
would say it's pretty silent. So I imagine with all the windows blown out and stuff, I imagine you hear him yelling.
I'm gonna have my horse
Let's
take off.
shamble through.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, as I start shambling through the door.
You mean the wagon?
Yeah.
So that's a
Hopping
shamble
over ledges, throwing pieces.
I'm gonna wait for Israfil to be like fully kind of all the way out of the room.
Which right now it's saying there's a wall, so I can't even move my token, but doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And once Israfil's kind of already out of the room and running to see what's going on, I search the room and the bodies for loot.
Give me an investigation.
Okay. Eight.
In this room, find a scimitar on the one corpse that's not lodged in, in flames.
Okay.
But are you still raging?
No.
So
No, I
probably
mean
falling off, right?
Yeah, that'll have fallen off. We need to make a quick.
Probably. Might be able to be a way to macro it or something.
Make a macro for it. Maybe. There we go.
Let's see. Um, find 9 silver pieces kind of scattered across the floor, but other than that, and you don't really find much or notice anything.
9 silver. All right, I'm gonna just like a first kind of a initial goings around here or whatever. What
This room is trashed, so.
yeah. Tell me, tell me what I see in the room, what kind of, passive insight or whatever of like what this place is.
It kind of looks like a quarters. There's a few beds. There's like a writer's desk that's kind of in pieces because a very large man fell through the roof and landed on it. There's pieces of roof all over the floor. The chairs and table are like closed into multiple pieces. All just
What's over
this
the
place
mantle?
looks like a tornado probably ran through this thing, but didn't destroy the actual foundation of it. Just the inside got hit by the tornado somehow. That's what you're looking at.
On the mantle, do I see anything? Or does it, so basically, I mean, am I seeing, is Bao seeing a, like a bandit's barracks, or is Bao seeing a farmhouse that has been kind of over, like like a house built by a family that has been overtaken by bandits kind of thing? A bunch of old possessions underneath
You don't really
or in a
see
corner.
any old possessions, but that building structure doesn't look like it was just thrown together, So like,
I mean, it looks like a farmhouse, right? Is the idea,
yeah,
and not like so a house that was built to last generations for a family to live inside this valley forever, kind of thing.
right. But there's no evidence of a family.
Of a family, yeah, just these bandits. So, okay. All right. Well, I'll continue to dig around in here. I'll go flip the. I'll look through all the beds, like ripping the sheets and the covers off first, and then flipping the mattresses and the beds over and looking under them. Just places where people keep personal
Right.
possessions or things like that. Just while it's all going on.
Okay. I'll come back to you with findings after
Okay.
move on for a sec while you're kind of doing an in-depth search.
Mhm.
Um,
Am I still off the screen?
no, you're
Technically.
back.
Okay. I think I'm gonna head over and check on Adder. Even though, are we just gonna play him lingering?
So
No.
Mama Woes, this being the first game that you've played where we have a player's character kind of out. Typically, I think the way that we deal with that is we try to not involve the character in any kind of really impactful and lore
Yeah.
specific moments that the character, like the player, wouldn't be able to make those decisions for that character, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, talking to him is fine, but then being like, "Hey, do you mind if I have all of your things?" Or is it, can I hold all your gold or whatever, stuff like that,
So I guess me and the horse is gonna go over here and check on these guys then over here. Oop. Are you moving me too?
and trample through them.
Yeah. Chink.
And that is so, like, let's say you couldn't play in a game we wouldn't put Faye directly in the line of danger, or we wouldn't find her parents, you know, that in the game that you were gone, you know, we wouldn't like all of a sudden we meet your parents for the first time and you're not there to run your character kind of thing.
Okay. And
It's a
so
good
I'm
question.
gonna holler at the guys and let them know that it's all clear outside.
Yeah, as you're climbing through stuff, you're climbing through the wagon pieces, Israfil, yeah, you hear Faye call out that it's all clear. And you kind of finish climbing through everything.
At least everyone's safe. Now, as for the person who led us here, this was supposed to be the Water Temple Shrine. Where is Kirameki?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want, Ezreal?
Where the hell are you taking us? You say one thing and we're in a completely different area.
I said that the guards told me that there was a water shrine around here somewhere. I never stated that I knew exactly where it was. I know just as much
Insight check.
information as you do.
Yes, this conversation would be happening like right outside since you just finished climbing through. I'd say if anyone wants to insight, they can. See why not.
A point of inspiration has been redeemed in the Twitch chat.
To whoever wants it.
That is between Israfil and Kirameki. And by whoever I mean, how do we want this to play out? I want a point of inspiration to go towards what's the most interesting way this conversation goes. We continue to be fooled by Kirameki, or we figure out that he's got something else up his sleeve.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna insight to see if he's just straight up lying to my face.
I know who gets it.
All right, you know who's gonna get it? Okay.
So, do you want me to
And
roll
DM,
a
if you-
persuasion or a deception?
Whatever you see fit. Whatever you're trying to do.
So, persuasion isn't, I technically told the truth. That's not persuasion, by the way. Lies of omission are not persuasion.
I mean, I guess it just depends on like how much truth there actually is to it.
I rolled a D2. Israfil's first name starts with the I, and Kirameki is a K. So 1 was Israfil, K was 2, rolled a 2. Kirameki got the point of inspiration.
God.
Oh, let me see if I got anything special here that I can use too. Okay.
The
Pretty sure I do.
bit we've ever seen.
This is an important, and for anybody watching that's ever role played before, we as players all know that Spio. God, no.
Yeah, I think Israfil, you kind of get like the feel like you're like, yeah, he's never like, strayed us, away before. So why would he now?
This is just the information that I received. You guys were right there with me.
You're right.
You're just
I
upset.
apologize.
Yeah.
It's just this could have turned out poorly. Faye was in trouble.
That face.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just we just know that there's got to be a shrine around here somewhere. But, you know, there's no way I could have known that there was a village here. I'm not that familiar with this place.
For everybody watching, this is the correct way to do gaslighting and deception within the party. Everybody as a player knows and has agreed that they're comfortable with it. And so that we can role play through it. You don't ever, like, we wouldn't want to, you never want to do it where another player in the group is gaslighting not only the characters but also the other people. That's not what friends do to each other. So like I'm upset, but it's funny and we can smile about it, right? Like like we can laugh about how mad we are about it. So just so everybody knows, this is the correct way to do it at your tables and still be friends at the end of the game.
Is everyone else all right?
From inside the building where Bao's at.
You know, maybe we were just meant to come here. Imagine anyone else who would have just strolled along up here. Easy pickings. At least now that they can't do that to anyone else.
Suppose someone should go to notify the guards somehow, but
You guys are miles away.
What about you? You got any magic to do something like that? Faye?
You're getting a DM of what you find, and play with it. Role play it how you see fit.
Anyways, during the fight, I kind of went through one of these houses, and one of them's got a decent-sized chest with a lock on it. Suppose we could take a look.
did you find the key?
Did not.
I guess we can try and cleave the lock off. See how that goes.
Yeah, I don't suppose anybody has picks on them. Probably not.
No, take it easy.
When as you mentioned picks, you do hear somebody breaking things with their bare hands and
Wait a minute. Damn. Does it smell like burning bodies?
Bao had
That's true.
Bao had a fit of anger and may have shoved two people into the fireplace.
Holy shit. Well, glad he's on our side.
So, let's see this chest that you were talking about. See if I can't cut the lock off.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk into the building over here. Did I check it for traps? I think I checked it for traps, but I couldn't unlock it because I don't have anything to unlock it with, correct? Go back.
Yeah, you just didn't have a way to open it at the time.
Okay. Doesn't appear to be trapped, but you know, be careful anyways.
I'll leave the opening to you. I'll just cut the lock.
Oh, fair enough. Shing.
Yeah, I'd say you can kind of put the edge of your Nodachi in and, you know, twist with some leverage and just like snap the whole, like the lock will pop out and then like just the mechanism that would where the latch would be would just like bend and twist off the hinges.
I was going to offer my mage hand if I could, if he can't get it open.
Actually, Mage's Hand would be a good idea to open it just in case it is trapped.
It's trapped. I'm going to holler at Karameki and tell him to hold off and let me try my mage hand.
By all
just
means.
in case it's trapped.
She's hollering in your ear right next to you.
Yeah.
Karameki, wait!
Trust.
Damn.
Do you trust me?
Wait!
Do you trust me? Like whisper, like you know how a little kid whispers, like sometimes they'll whisper like into your mouth, like that's where secrets go or something, or like whisper like right at your face. Like, God, get off me.
What do I roll here? Do I roll
You just
Yeah, I'm not sure you do roll.
just open it. Do you try to open it?
Yeah.
Okay, it opens.
Okay.
Well, seems to be all right.
Nothing flew out and got us, so
Who's looking in?
I'll walk up to it.
I'll be right beside him.
Do you guys want to metagame this and just have the meat shield open it? The lovable, honest-hearted meat shield who would never steal open it? Like literally this the bag of hit points who doesn't want earthly possessions to open up the potentially trapped treasure chest.
Well, I mean, if it's still trapped after checking for traps and opening it,
Oh, you guys already opened it?
the
Oh,
delayed
Yeah.
charge could be,
Gotcha.
I guess, arcane sigil on the bottom.
All right.
Was it a glyph? Something like that. Spell
Glyph of
wording.
glyphs of warding, glyphs glyph of detonation, I think is one. I don't know. I don't get to play often, so
So
I've read all the spells. I just didn't memorize them.
inside the chest, find a pair of boots that are kind of like a dark green color, very sleek. Call it. They're like not frayed. They don't have any like frills. They're look very well made. I'm trying to think of another like term I'm looking for, but they look high speed, low drag. You know, that's what keeps coming to my mind.
Is that the only thing in there? Or are there like multiple items?
No, there's more.
Well, okay, I was gonna say, like I
Yeah.
crouch down and
This
I
is
just
the
start
first
like
thing in the
grabbing
list.
stuff and pulling it
Yeah.
back and like handing it back to Isserfil. Got some boots.
You grab looks like a corked potion that has yellow liquid with an eyeball bobbing in it.
That looks fucking weird.
Um, okay. Find a breastplate. Let's see.
Oh man, this
Looks
chest
kind
is
of
pretty packed.
leather and leather. Yeah, this is a big chest. It's made of leather, so it can kind of, it's not like studded, so it can kind of fold on itself a little bit. But it's blue and has, instead of like depictions of like the otter, it's like a depictions of like a sea serpent.
Pretty nice looking
Kinda like-
breastplate. There you go.
Going up and around the shoulders a little bit, up around where the.
Looks like it might
then-
fit at her.
A small white sphere, almost about the size of a baseball, in our terms. It's glass.
Got a nice globe here, and I pretend like I accidentally like start fumbling it. Oh, there you go.
Another pair of boots that have, they're kind of like generic and black, and on the bottom you see like different, it's almost like a footprint on the bottom, but it's like a bunch of different footprints kind of morphed together. Like at the heel, it's almost like a paw pad. You see like a pointed like lizard toe. Like it's just like a weird shaped footprint of a bunch of different creatures or things that make the shape of the soul.
Man, how much stuff's in here?
Find an arrow that is the like most pristine looking arrow you've ever seen.
Not really much for archery, but that looks pretty nice. There you go.
Another chain. It's a chain shirt, and it's made of red and black chain rings, and it looks like it's smoking. Like this kind of permanent, like small hint of smoke come billowing off of it that dissipates a little bit after.
Hmm.
Yes, sir, Phil. That's about as foreboding as you are. Here you go.
Find a staff. Looks more like an actual tree branch with a flower growing out the top of it. And a key
Hmm.
that looks like a the head of the key is a question mark.
Mysterious. Here you go.
Give me an investigation
Enlightened.
check. Or actually, yeah, investigation check.
For who?
You're the one in the chest.
Okay. $16.
You kind of like knowing you know, kind of like how you found the note. You're like, you pat the sides and like the bottom, and then you find like a nook, and it like tilts the bottom.
Hmm.
Huh.
You're good at finding these little hidden things, aren't you?
Yeah, something I may have used to do. I guess still do, apparently.
How big is that trunk? How much does it weigh? Now that everything's out of it?
Not everything's out of it though,
Mm.
because a hidden compartment was just slipped open by Kirameki, and you see 2 rapiers.
What?
One
That's
of the rapiers is like a, what do you call it? Like a matte black color all the way through, except for where the like edge would be. Yeah, it's kind of sharpened, and the silver shows under through, and kind of has a picture of a, at the hilt, at the base, where the, like at the pommel, yeah, that'd be the right word. The pommel is a like angry, like dragon head, and then let's do the other rapier. Oh, sorry. It's like partially unsheathed. It is like a silver with kind of like accented with blues on the sheath. It's partially unsheathed, and it's kind of the silver of the rapier is giving off like a glow when you you notice that as you pick it up in the compartment. As you bring it out into the day, like the light, as you bring it out of the chest, you don't notice the light as much because you're bringing it out into the sunlight. And this hilt just has like a white like tassel hanging off the back of it.
Oh, 2 more things. Here you go. And I turn around. And is Israel just standing there with like a mountain of items?
No, I'd imagine I'd be laying them out on the table next to the frickin' chest.
Okay. Wait, where'd you go? Oh.
Can't see you. There's just like a pair of legs hanging under.
Well, even if we don't find the shrine, at least we're gonna make a nice coin off of this. Some of these things look pretty nice.
Good rolls on this chest.
I don't suppose any of you guys know how to discern what these things are? Have you guys ever seen these before?
While he asks that, I'm going to be looking at the globe. Didn't you say there was a globe? I'm just going to be kind of holding it, looking around at it, seeing if anything happens.
Give me an Arcana while you're looking at it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, you're not sure.
What about the staff?
I would say you're pretty sure it's magical, though, just because why would it be kept in a locked chest
Right.
inside of clearly not a normal village? Yeah. Although, I guess no one's.
Well, I suppose if no one
Actually-
here is capable, we might have to find a city or a town where we can take these to be identified by a skilled magic user.
How are we gonna carry that? Put everything back in the chest and put them on one of the horses?
Not a bad idea.
As I'm gonna pick the staff up too. Just kind of like walk with it.
I mean, you can, Arcana check each of the items if you want. I'm gonna do a different
Okay.
roll for every single one, though.
Okay.
That was for the staff, yeah.
Yep.
You remember kind of reading about it in your mom's book. Kind of flip to the pages. And you know that this is a staff specifically that designed like this with the with the flower coming out of it. It's kind of like the dead giveaway to you. It's a staff of flowers.
And then I'll just look at the guys and let them know that just it looks familiar, and I believe I have a photo or a picture in my book. So I'm just gonna ask if I can carry it. I'll just carry that with me, if they don't mind.
Yeah.
Just in case, something happens with it, I might be able to handle it.
If it's something you want, Faith, by all means. The people here have no use for it anymore.
What about some of these other things? Can you tell what these boots do?
Hmm. What did you say the boots are made of?
There's two different ones. Which ones are you in there? The black ones with the footprint, like the weird footprints on the bottom, or I imported the staff to your character sheet, Faye.
Okay, thanks.
Or the dark green ones that are very like slim designed.
And they're the ones that are fast to slow, or whatever you said.
Yeah, there's very sleek, very demure, whatever Cecilia says.
Oh, God.
I guess I'll do an arcana on the ones with the footprints.
Just in case, for our new wizard, you don't have identify by chance, do you?
I don't have what?
Do you have? Okay.
No.
Figured everyone was on top of it. But just wanted to double check.
Yeah, that'd be much easier than doing a check for every single item. But I think having decent arcane knowledge is also a good way to see if you can maybe remember or recall, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an
shoot.
arcana.
You're proficient in Arcana too, Ethan. Maybe
I
you
guess
know
I don't
something
know.
from your training,
Do I know anything about them boots?
You don't.
How the heck did I get Arcana?
I don't know. It says you're proficient in it, though.
It must have been my background.
Oh, yeah. probably.
All right, well, I'll make a roll on something, I guess. Must be a process.
Shoot, you guys could assist each other too if you want to do it that way.
Okay, yeah, I'll just assist her. Here, let's go over these things for a minute.
So I imagine you guys are like trying to flip through her book while trying to find like matching images or something. That's what
Yeah.
Well, there's a table in there, right? We're in that room. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mr.
all the
the
items are
table
on
is
there.
where all the items are laid out right now.
Oh, okay.
You can do another roll for those boots because he's assisting you, so you're getting
Oh.
advantage on all of your Arcana rolls now.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. I did it.
Yeah, these are some weird boots.
Hmm.
Why would someone make the sole of a shoe just like that? You know, it's weird.
All right, what about the other boots?
I wrote 11 on them, but I guess I roll again.
No, it's the same pair of boots, so you're
Oh.
doing advantage. So that was 2 rolls for the one pair. Now you're doing 2 more rolls for the next pair.
Okay. Gee.
Think you might have seen it before somewhere, but you just can't find the right page. Not sure.
I'm just continuously thumbing through the book.
All right, what about these chess pieces? This one looks like it was made for Adder. When you click your skill, it should prompt you to roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
There we go. Ooh.
It's
Just the first size.
the blue one is Mariner's armor.
Ooh, cool.
So while wearing this armor, you have swim speed equal to your walking speed. In addition, whenever you start your turn underwater with 0 hit points, the armor causes you to rise 60 feet towards the surface. It's
Wow.
decorated with shell and fish motifs, but instead I did water serpents.
Cool. What
That's
else
pretty
we
cool.
got?
Looks like there's a red smoking chainmail or something like that.
Hmm.
Four.
Wisps of harmless, odorless smoke rise from this armor while it's I said what? It's supposed to be while it's worn, but I think it's fun just to be always smoking. And that's it. So it's just chainmail, but
Statement piece, huh?
yeah, it's
Pretty flashy. Pretty cool.
What other
very very, powered up antagonist looking piece probably.
Israfil, you gonna wear that and be smoking the whole time?
Well, I'm considering it right now.
Let's see. We got these 2 rapiers.
One glows, right? So
Yeah.
we could check that one for sure.
The moon touched rapier. In darkness, the unsheathed blade of the sword sheds moonlight, creating a 15-foot radius, creating a bright light in 15 feet and a dim light for an additional 15 feet. It's, any of the religious folks here would assume this is blessed by Yu Shin herself. Or at least the smith that made it was.
Put that to the side and bring forth the next one.
On to the next item, you said?
On to the next one.
Oh,
Keep rolling really good.
Mm,
There
I
we
think
go.
we know that one.
All right, this dark. It's kind of menacing. Like just looking at it, it's kind of eerie.
reminds me of this.
It's a sword of vengeance.
Wow.
What I will tell you is you have +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon.
Hmm.
There's something more to it though.
What did the handle look like? Or the pommel?
Angry dragon, like Asian serpent, like Asian dragon.
Hmm.
Is that everything, or
I guess
forget
Val fell
something?
asleep.
Oh, there's the arrow.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
And the key.
Oh, yeah.
And the potion.
Hmm.
All right.
I'm gonna. The arrow is an unbreakable arrow. Can't be broken except by with an anti-magic field. It's a pretty simple item, so not. And then the key is a mystery key.
And you said there's potion there. Is there a certain color of potion?
It has a 5% chance to unlock anything.
Hmm.
Mm. That'd been nice to have for the lock itself.
Yeah.
Kirmeki, you've heard of these kinds of keys. They disappear after.
I suppose you guys mind if I take that?
No.
And then there's the yellow potion. That is the last
Yellow?
item.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got eye in it.
I'm gonna look through my book and see if I can find something of yellow in the potion
Arcana.
section. I'm getting there here. With the advantage on that too as well. Oh yeah.
Trying to add the item to you, Kirmeki.
All right.
Should have your key. The 22. Yeah, you do find the page. Within the chapters about potions. Crazy spell book. When you drink this potion, you gain the effect of the clairvoyance spell. An eyeball bobs in the yellowish liquid but vanishes when the potion is opened.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll just ask the guys if I'll just put that in my pack. We'll keep it for safekeeping for someone maybe. or something.
What was it again?
Potion of clairvoyance.
Well, I think I'll take that chainmail.
All right.
I think we could probably give the Mariner's armor to Adder. I feel like that seems pretty suiting.
Yeah, I think it would suit him very well.
Still curious about what these boots do.
Oh, I'm sorry. There we go.
I think we already rolled for him though.
Yeah, you
Oh.
can't just keep checking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was wanting me to do that.
Huh. Well, think Val, what's any of this stuff?
I always just put them on.
Will they fit him? He'll bust out of him when he beeps up.
I wonder if Bal's done destroying that house yet.
I don't hear him anymore. He probably fell asleep. Maybe we should go check on him.
You sort of feel drawn to the sword for some reason.
Out of character, which sword?
Not the rapier, I guess. Not or
They're
not
both rapiers.
Oh, okay. They. I guess not the moonlight one. Not the moonblade. I mean, I feel sort of strange though. Almost reminds me of something. I could just look at Israfil.
Oh. Just be wary. Vengeance is a very dangerous thing. Flashback to me slicing the not the captain, but can never remember her name. June, there we go. June in half after killing Leon Yin.
Trying to remember the captain's name for a sec.
Well, no one wants it. Maybe I'll just hold on to it.
Grab it.
Yeah, I like hesitantly reach out for it, and like just before I grab onto the handle, I'll kind of look back at Israfil before I grip it to my hand, and I'll pick it up and like kind of inspect it in my own hand.
Kind of look it over. You go back and forth, and hear a voice
Hmm?
kind of like cackles, and then you should kill him, your father. And
Immediately, like hold it out with a very
you do not
concerned
want to
look.
put it down. You do not want this to ever leave your person. It is yours, your own. It's your precious.
Can I remove one of my short swords that's bound by the chain and attach this one as one of them?
I don't see why not. I don't. Yeah.
It's just for
so I couldn't
flavor.
do that.
Like I don't have any
Yeah.
moves or abilities that
Yeah. No.
that
It's
the
fine.
chain actually has any function with. But not yet.
Is that the sword of vengeance that's talking to you? The sword of vengeance.
Yes. It is.
Is everything okay, Karameki?
Yeah. Think so.
Did we hear that talk to him, or just him? Okay.
You didn't. He
Just,
then mentions that Captain was weak. I don't think you are. We'll get our vengeance, won't we? No. This was the captain's sword
Hmm.
at one point. Not
I wasn't wielding
worthy.
it. Well,
And then I slash bow for 20,000 life points.
I'm gonna look at Israfel, and did you grab the moon touch rapier?
No, I did not. I grabbed the smoldering chest piece.
'Cause I was thinking about grabbing that as well. Does it seem familiar with me?
Like you know this sword from like from school or something.
Well,
So-
while you were out, we checked the items in the box, Arcana checks. We found out a little bit about stuff. So this one's a moon touched rapier.
It shines light.
It's a long way from home.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's moon touched.
Hmm.
This isn't the moon. The moon's all the way up there.
Mm?
We should.
I think I'm just gonna stuff that in my belt.
You know, Bao really could use a new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Bao has never worn shoes ever. You've never
Exactly
seen Bao
the
in
problem.
shoes.
It's a hint, Bao. It's a hint.
Wow.
Bao needs
Bao-
shoes.
Bao's feet look like hands, like muscular hands. He's
You
got
might
one of
like
those
these
toes that
boots.
that move a lot more than people who wear shoes toes move.
Israfels. Explain to him he really will like these boots.
Speaking of
And you're
that,
gonna hold up a pair
has
of boots for a normal person size.
has Bao made way over there? Are you still?
um I think yeah, I mean that's probably easiest. I was gonna look for the kitchen, but what do you guys think? What do you think would be better? Should Bao have made his way over there, or should Bao have looked for the kitchen?
Of course he will. He probably
It was an
will.
either or question almost.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think Bao did? Yes.
Yeah, come on. What?
Yes, Bao. But just don't eat all the food. Save some for us.
If you
Tertiarily referring to kitchen must mean yes. Bao went. Of course, Bao went to the kitchen. Okay. Deciphered. Bao looked for the kitchen.
there's no like notable kitchen.
There's gotta be a place they cook
the
food for all these people.
So each of the cabins you kind of walk into kind of each have like their own little like pot for whoever's in that cabin. Like there's no like kitchen.
No communal. No wonder these guys were so disorganized. They didn't eat communally. It's like rule number one. That's how you form a tight group. You gotta break bread together.
I'm gonna bring up to the guys. Do they want to check these other bunkers to see if there's any more chests?
I don't think I can exit. Can I exit the room? Oh, I can't exit the room. Okay. I think while they were, you said what was Bao doing? This first kind of building, which doesn't have, like I can see on the map, doesn't have a chest in it. So, but that now after I already chose that first bottom left one, I'll check that building.
Horse collided with the wall.
Hmm.
Oops. I just
Oh no, something's wrong with whiskey.
He's drunk. No.
Well, let's get this stuff loaded back into the chest and get the chest tied to the horse.
Tied to, oh, okay.
I'm trying to
Tied
get him
Bao.
over there, but there we go.
I mean, if you want to carry the chest.
I don't know. I got all my stuff is still in the woods. I gotta go get it.
You find a 1 second.
Am I the only one with a horse right now?
In your inventory, a common bribe.
A common bribe?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sack of coins / gems.
Good.
You can break it to just be 100 gold, or you can keep it in its sack.
Interesting. Just like okay. Run me through. So I walk in this room. What do I see? What's this room like?
Not trashed. It's kind of got like a deck of playing cards where the table is.
I'll take those.
And then messy beds. And when you're kind of
Again,
searching
no wonder.
around, you
No
find
discipline in this camp.
a little sack of gold like under one of the pillows.
Ooh. Interesting. A little bit of a story here. Somebody was one of these guys was hiding a bribe.
Maybe it
from
was
the-
the savings.
Oh, okay. So the bribe is
It's
oh,
100
just
gold. It's
just as like
yeah.
a sack of a bunch of cool stuff. All right. Okay. I'll like throw it on the table. And I'll raid by the cook pot. Any of the provisions and stuff they had.
Some leftover smoldering soup.
I'll taste it.
It's like
The
you know
laugh of
when
like you knew
soup
exactly what
starts
was
to
gonna happen.
get chilled and like the top layer gets not crunchy but thick
A
over
film,
yeah it's like
Mhm.
that
like a yogurt, like a
old
is it
like maybe yeah like, it's like
a
rabbits,
skin. They call it a
carrots.
skin. Is what it's called culinarily. Okay, rabbit and carrots. Ironic. We call this irony stew.
That the same way. He looks at my boots the same way.
What about is there provisions that are uncooked or whatever?
Nothing like not like enough to like just I mean I guess you could scrape some spices off of the table or something, but nothing extra.
Okay. So there's got to be a store of stuff somewhere. So now, for everybody watching, I'm gonna do every dungeon master's favorite thing. I walk over to this crate and open it up. What's in it?
Nothing.
It's just like a nailed shut empty crate.
Yep.
I walk over to the barrel next to it. What's in it?
Nothing. It's empty.
I investigate for. Does the box look new or does it look old?
Old.
Looks like an old box. I investigate for remnants of what used to be kept in this box. What was in here? It's an old box. It had to have been used. Is it bigger than the door frame?
It's not to scale. No.
It's not bigger than the door frame, so it could have been brought in here. So it's probably brought in here then. Okay. Have you ever been antiquing, Etma?
A couple times, yeah.
A couple times. So you like see something and it's like, oh, that's an old sewing table. And then sometimes people repurpose an old sewing table. Or you see a box and it's like, oh, that's an old soda box. Like that's what people used to deliver milk in. It's some of the inspiration I take sometimes. Well, we're farmhousing it too, right? So you can look at old Americana and think back to some of your antiquing for creativity. You can also chat GPT it with those parameters and it'll help you out too. Yeah, so I'll just look through all these boxes and stuff too, figure out what they were keeping in them or what used to be kept in them. Or basically, you can kind of get context clues of how people were living, right? So like so here's what I'm thinking. We ran into this village. It's supposed to be a water shrine. I don't know that it's not yet, but then all these people attacked us, tried to kidnap, but then we killed them all, so we can't ask them any questions. So any clues to what this place is or was is going to be left behind in the way people lived. You walk into a room and you see a bed and a dresser. It's like, oh, this is where they sleep. and then you see a bunch of old food. You see like two drinks. One of them has some water in it. One of it's empty. You see a cheeseburger wrapper curled up on the nightstand. You're like, this person eats in bed. It's a fresh cheeseburger wrapper. They just ate it. It looks like a week old. It's like, oh, they didn't tidy that much. So you can kind of just like context clues like that would be kind of apparent to just somebody who also lives and and has affects the spaces around them, kind of is the idea.
I mean, it's.
Are we trying to get that deep, or is it just like a bandit camp and we're trying to get out of here?
I mean, definitely, like in terms of living, it definitely looks like raggedy barracks. Like it's not well kept. Like dirty socks hanging off the end of the bed. Old uniforms, stuff like that. But
Oh, uniforms even. So okay, organized. So this is like an organized group. They probably called themselves something. I'll look on the table where people sit to see if somebody carved like a symbol or a name, like high schoolers do into a desk, to see if there's anything carved into the, that's a typical thing when people take up a
I love
graffiti.
my boss.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. It could be something like that if they looked up to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you see,
Yeah.
like, I love my boss on that bottom side.
Underneath the table. Ew. I can't. I also that's probably not the only thing under the table.
Stop.
I don't touch it. I don't touch anything that's stuck to the bottom of the table.
But you
'Cause chewing
don't
gum doesn't
see
exist.
in the captain's quarters
There's
is
like
a
chaw
mug that says number one
slapped
boss.
up on the under it.
There's like a chaw under there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Oh, I'll look for. I'll go to the bedsides and I'll look through some of the smaller compartments or whatever for some chewing tobacco.
You in the back, eh?
Yeah, a guy had there's a chaw under the table.
Yeah. Find like an old like bag with whatever this world's version of that is, and maybe a couple pinches left, but I don't have that item in this game, so but you have it.
It's a game of imagination.
Mhm.
Don't limit yourself to what's in VTT. We can make an item. Hold on.
Well, I mean, you can type it in there too.
Yeah, I can make a custom.
Oh, that's what
item.
I was just letting you know. I cannot import it.
That's okay. I can take care of that. Yeah, but the amount doesn't have to be based off of whether or not it's in our VTT. So just okay, a couple pinches of chaw on the back. Okay. I'll take that. This. I'll like throw the socks. This is why I don't wear shoes. Disgusting.
You toss it and it like stays in the same shape.
like a scabbard across a stone floor, like a plate across a table. Ugh. I'll have used mold earth to have this stone crawl over my fingers before I touched it, and then fling all the stones off onto the ground when I'm done. Now that somebody here, little seat, like I love my boss, but he didn't put it at the top of the table. Somebody here was a like suck ass. Is what it was. Because at the top of the table, I'm sure there's like scores of games they were playing, or M plus X V or something, but there's no names of like what they call themselves, like the Hellraisers.
You don't find anything in here
Hmm.
like that.
Couldn't have been the which bed was either of these beds neat?
No, not at
Neither.
all.
Neither of them were neat. Trying to find who the suck ass is. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Okay, no, I'll fucking flip the room now. And now I'll and now I'll go bow mode and I'll just start tearing everything up and see if I can find anything. See, secret compartment. Punch the dresser in half.
Hey, Kirameki, it looks like we might have some more stuff over here. You still got that key?
You could hear that as well, Bow. And as you like smash the furniture, like it's like a bunch of the same clothes. You know, like on a cartoon, they open their closet, it's the same outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finders keepers, I yell.
Six white shirts
from inside the room. I close the door. Finders keepers. And I close the door.
Yeah. I guess the big question is this chest locked or is this one just like open?
There's no lock on this one.
Hmm.
Well, we switched buildings. All right.
You gonna take a chance? Or are you gonna holler for me? Or do you need my assistance?
You could just follow them.
Yeah.
Why don't you use sleight of hand, Kirameki? I mean, Israfil, to cut it in half with a Nodachi. Just the lock, you know.
Check it for traps.
Yeah.
If you guys would have
Good
looked
point.
at the room,
You want me to do that?
if you guys would have looked at
Bill?
the way these people are, they're not smart enough to trap anything.
Mm.
Or the traps would have been really evident, like a anvil hanging from a rope directly above the thing. Honestly, you just check for traps by like looking up to see.
Or they're terrible at everything else but their traps.
They're expert trap makers, so none of the doors, none of the gates, no pits
DC
outside.
20 reflex
Yeah.
saves.
Yeah, none of the windows at which you've already crawled through. Just this one chest has a masterwork trap on it.
Like, we're bad at everything, so we put all our points in the traps.
We were, you know,
Newest
they were like, oh yeah, I put all my skill points. I followed the skill tree in trap making all the way.
So do you guys want me to use my mage hand again to open?
That would be very helpful, Faye.
What's your mage hand look like, Faye?
Just a hand.
Like, does it look like your hand? Does it have a thumb on both sides?
No.
So
Just
is
a
it a
hand.
right hand or a left hand?
A right hand.
It's a right hand. Okay.
I take a couple steps back.
Right. So my
Mine would
mage
have a
hand-
thumb on both sides and fingerprints on both sides.
My mage hand opens.
Nothing happens.
Great. I'll move up and check what's inside.
Here, Mickey runs back to the door.
He's like, if this thing blows, I'm out.
It's like, don't worry, guys, I'll check it for traps. Hey, guys, I'm gonna open this. All right. Let me take a few steps back. Just in case they did put all their points in the trap making, you know?
So you're looking in? Is that what I
Yeah.
heard? You see kind of like piles of like parchments, and some are folded, some are kind of wadded. Pretty much all have like a very similar handwriting on them.
Do any of them seem more well kept and kind of like as if it was important?
I mean, there's some that aren't wadded up.
Hmm.
So I
I'll
guess, yeah.
I'll take the most neat looking one and try and see what it says on it.
Um, do-do-do-do-do. Um, you kind of skim over it, and someone is kind of like commanding um the bandit lord Wantin to like keep pressuring the merchants and the trade routes, or off with his head, just like he's being whoever this bandit lord is. I guess technically, it's
Nope,
being
they never wrote
forced
their names
to
down anywhere.
pressure. Well, just who's the bandit lord? No one here knows except Kirameki, probably. But actually, Kirameki wouldn't know either because he never went in that room.
It was the guy we would know. Me and Israfil would know.
You don't know this is a bandit camp, technically, right?
I mean, he did say I was after his treasure.
No, sure, but I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, it was his name was never said out loud. No one said
Yeah.
they are bandits. No one said that they're.
I think it's apparent that
Things can be inferred, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty
but
sure it's apparent they're
who-
bandits. It's
Yeah,
a
but
Yeah,
secret
knowing
that-
which person
it's
it
a
was.
secret that Karameki led us here.
Yeah.
It was the guy. It was obviously the guy who was the best fighter, and he looked the best fed, had the best armor on. You know, there's one guy who definitely looks like he's getting the cream of the crop. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I'll take
kick
that
his
note and tuck it into my
it is
backpack.
signed Vatsy.
Mm.
Vatsy.
It's like in you roll up on like the Foot Clan, they're all wearing the same outfit except for like Bebop, and you're like, okay, you're obviously the leader of these guys.
It's V''AATZI.
All the Foot Clan comes out with their weird Windows screen eye masks, and then Shredder, and you're like, oh, that's the leader for sure.
Oh no, it's Vatsy. He's here.
One thing you do notice in the note, though, is whoever this Vatsy is always says like "we" instead of "I." I will say that.
I'm
In
gonna check
reference
the leather
to,
shop.
does it seem like he's referencing a group of people, or does it seem like he's referencing a group of like an organization whenever he says we, or does it seem like he's referencing like a couple, like himself, but like there's a couple people in there, when he says we walked down to the trail the other day. And he, or we have moved into the valley.
Mm.
We,
Like George
you know,
Remus.
Who's your Remus?
Character
Alright,
in
yeah.
Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, okay.
He refers
Yeah,
himself refers to himself in the third person.
and in the plural? No. Yeah, so does it seem like a referential plural of self or of organization?
Vatsy
know if
always
that-
gets what he wants.
Would necessarily be noticed, and handwritten note.
Bao wouldn't notice it. He's never learned to read. Not common. He doesn't know how to read common. He can
Oh,
read
I'm
things like
gonna-
in.
I'm gonna look these letters over that's on this table.
seems like this was part of a
A
bigger
lot of the
problem.
same thing, various dates,
Okay.
like hit times, when they should strike, when they need to be messing with who,
Mm.
which merchant to mess with, what day.
Hmm. I'll just bring it to the guys' attention that they might want to look at this.
Well, Mr. Phil, do we want to try to be investigators here, or do you think this is something for another time?
Kiribeki probably just got it deciphered already. Kiribeki already is leading us into another bandit camp. What you didn't notice was his subtle posturing towards the southwest at 500 clicks.
Another thing spotted in the notes is the town that's referenced. Gosh dang it, my brain. Oh, it's not where I meant to go.
It's a little place called Orodo Ruin.
It's called Wansoon, or whatever we said it was pronounced. Wayne Soon.
It sounds like
Wayne
Wansoon.
Wayne Coon.
Where at on the
Where
map?
where you're going, where you're headed,
Okay.
where you want to go.
Gotcha.
The temple?
You mean
No,
it's on these
uh,
letters that I'm
Port
looking at?
city you're trying to go
Oh,
to.
okay.
It's a fishing village, yeah. To the northwest. Or to our west, pretty much. Where the
I
port
don't see
is.
It's a
that
fishing village. It's a port.
Takes
It's
us-
an industrious port city of like 35,000 people.
is just where,
the
where we
boats
can
come
get
and
shipment.
go north.
Mhm.
So
Just a fishing village.
I don't
You
see the
roll up.
harm in doing some investigation into this. Obviously, there's a bigger problem than just these bandits here, as this note refers to them.
Well,
Should I collect these and carry them with us for now?
That might not be a bad idea. We may need some substantial evidence just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them and tuck them in my satchel. Actually, I'm gonna tuck them and put them in the back of my book. In case something happens to my satchel.
real quick, who's holding on to the boots? To make sure that's noted, because I'm not gonna like import them until they are figured out.
I think we just put them
Same.
back in the box, right?
You guys are just carrying the chest around.
Whiskey.
you just throw it on the
They put it on
turtle
whiskey.
horse.
Yeah, you put on whiskey.
Yeah, we put it on the board.
It's a box of
It's
holding.
the same with the globe.
I
Yeah.
have it. Oh, I thought I put it in my satchel.
Yeah, no, you did claim the globe, so.
Okay, just
It's a like of the planet.
Yes.
whenever it's a solid white sphere of glass.
Okay.
about baseball sized. But so next time you try to interact with it or whatever, just let me know. And
Okay.
A
you figure out
mysterious
what it is.
orb of arcane nature.
What about is the unbreakable arrow? Where's that going? It's going on.
Into the
The
next bet
box.
with Val. Because I have no idea about it. I'll take those odds.
When I saw that, that's who I thought about, to be honest.
Val.
Imagine Marshall tossing an unbreakable arrow.
And whenever I rage, the things I'm holding size up too. So it goes from arrow
Unbreakable
size to like
spear.
javelin sized. Yeah. See Bao running with it like an Olympic athlete.
So I guess them boots will expand if you had them on too, huh?
If they're magic, mechanically that's what is implied, or it's what it's said. You know, magic items grow and shrink to the size of the wearer or the person attuned to them. Doesn't have to be the case. You know.
Globe.
I guess it just depends on what's the most fun at the moment. That's what I always go with.
And I got the moon touched rapier too.
Yeah. Should already be on your character sheet.
God. Yeah, let's arm Faye. That's what she needs. More ways to hurt, more ways to kill people. Poke them full of holes and then melt them, and then burn what's left.
Unbreakable arrow, whiskey, mariner's armor on adder.
Yep.
Sorry.
Whenever I built Bao, I did think of him shooting an arrow, but from a ballista. I imagined ripping a ballista out of the ground from the top of a castle and shooting it like a crossbow, and then throwing it instead of reloading it. Spoiler alert. The next ballista we see.
Like I guess I could technically use the arrow because I do have a crossbow, but
Crossbows take bolts,
that's true.
not arrows. You need a bow, dude, to shoot an arrow. Freaking noob.
Mm.
Why don't you know about medieval weaponry, Life? Come on, you've been playing this game for a year.
What's wrong with you, man?
Weren't you? You're a soldier.
Israfel, did you put the red chainmail on?
Wait, you're a Marine. Isn't that what they give you? Just like surplus crossbows from the war of
Oh,
1911?
speaking of that, yeah, did you put that chainmail on?
Yeah.
I don't like the way you said that.
So, like, Bao.
Wait, are you
Has
putting the
no
chainmail on
idea
while
right now.
You followed everybody. Did you just get naked in front of everyone to put on this chainmail?
It
So
wouldn't be the
Bao,
first time
you
I put
finish
my
going
top
through
on.
this room. You don't find anything like else special, and you kind of see them, putting stuff in whiskey's packs or whatever. And you come walking out, and you just notice like Israfel's just like billowing with smoke.
You're on fire.
No, I'm not.
I grab a barrel with water. I grab a water barrel.
I
And
immediately
fucking
take off running.
Not east enough, my friend. Oh shit! Oh shit! No, calm down. You must stop and drop and roll. Running makes it worse.
I'm not on fire.
Is
And
when the Yakety Yak song starts playing.
And I obviously catch him. I don't know if I obviously catch up to him, but I'll if I'll run, and if it doesn't seem like I can get to him and put him inside the barrel of water, I will chuck it like a 5-gallon bucket, but it's a 55-gallon barrel, and I'll like throw the water at him.
Yeah, Sir Phil, you get drenched. You have to like you move your bangs out of the way.
And then I'll as he like when
Still smoking.
so it's like and he's blinded for a second, and whenever he moves his eyes, I'm like just a few feet away from him, and I'll tackle him and do into a roll, right? And and I'll start rolling around with him to try to help put him out.
I'm
I've got you, my friend. I've got you.
fire. It's new armor.
What
Yeah,
is-
while rolling with him, you do notice like the smoke doesn't even have a smell.
So, Will, this is bad design of armor.
We're cool.
What's who said this? I look at Israfil's sword. I'm pretty sure that's who said that.
The coolest armor, you mean?
He's bad influence.
Don't you talk to him like that.
I'll like squat down like I'm talking to a kid. Yee. Did you hurt Sword's feelings?
This was a gift from a god. Your words mean nothing to the sword, but it offends me.
Okay. What is purpose of smoke armor?
To distract. If you see a person running around smoking, you think they're on fire, as you did.
Yee. Yes, this is true.
You're probably going to either run to help them or run away from them.
Do this all the time. All the time. Just forever.
Pretty much.
This, you understand, always being scary all the time makes it difficult to talk to other people. Like, if, explain, okay, I believe you. Your sword, his feelings, that only you know. Your armor, you're not on fire. But tell this to ship captain. Explain that to ship captain. No.
That's why we have Kirameki. I don't need to explain it. We just need to get on the ship.
How do you hide? You're building with smoke at all times. Am I crazy? Hold on. Am I the crazy one? What is happening? Okay. Well, what did all of you find? Well, I found big tobacco. Big with jewels, maybe? Yeah. And cool. I found these cool cards.
It looks like you have a sock stuck to your back.
I turn. It's like embedded in me, and I'm actively bleeding. Oh shit! Oh, these people. Ugh. What
I
these?
thought you were gonna throw it at him for a second.
Like a fucking shuriken. No.
Sir Phil, you take 1d6 damage.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
You are diseased.
Ugh. I will throw it though. I'll throw it into like a nearby stump, like a throwing knife.
It's like stick.
These people disgusting.
Well, where do we go from here, Kirameki?
Not entirely sure. I was trying to get information from that person that I took up into the air, but they were roasted, so wasn't quite able to get everything that I wanted. They did point a little bit northwest of here, I believe. That will take us right in between these hills.
Did you look
I'm
at
not
map?
really sure what's there.
Before you look at the map, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you remember where this is? And this was supposed to be where we were going? Or along the way?
Well, from what the guard told me, this is the general area. So it could be up in the hills or anywhere around here.
Will? I have idea.
Sure.
I don't think you are going to like it.
Go
Dungeon
ahead.
Master, could
Mhm.
I use a survival check to see where, so this is like a shrine and people go there, right? So could I use like a survival check and my knowledge of like living in places like in the mountains and where there is like no signage, low traffic, but people take care of places like this, right? So there will be a path, even if it was a stone a year that someone cut. It's a place like this. You don't have anything else to do in a village, right? It's not like you have a full-time job or
Sure.
something. Like, so people, even if it's a stone a year, they build paths and people take care of this. The old lady has been walking to this shrine.
Unless it's hidden.
Yeah, but even if it's hidden,
Well, I mean, like,
there'll
hidden
be
shrine
paths.
behind like a waterfall. Or...
But there will be paths that are because the average person isn't, you're not gonna visit this shrine but then also hide your tracks or whatever. Maybe like a huge ancient civilization of druids and everybody has druidcraft, but an old lady just going to remember her husband or something or whatever it is, even if there'll be something of like how people leave paths, just like animals leaving paths. So could I get advantage because I'm on the back of Karameki's broom, looking from the sky, holding on to him, scared like?
What?
Smash
He's
cut.
having you take him into the
Yeah, smash
then
cut.
look around.
Bow on the back of Karameki's broom. Like, oh, this is very terrifying. Being that's what I was setting up. I told you, you're not going to like this. Smash cut. But that's what I'd like to look for. I'd like to use my survival and kind of my history of we're in a valley, mountainous kind of, hills and hollers area. I'm familiar with the type of civilizations that would and travel, pilgrimages to shrines and the kinds of people who take care of these things. I think those are all things that are kind of been established as that Bal's familiar with. And then if Kirameki will take me up on the back of his broom, maybe I get advantage from like a having that vantage point. As a kid, you can imagine Bao on the edge of a rock on a mountain pass near his village.
Yeah, questionably, I kind of like look at Bao and is this thing gonna fly carrying him? As I think to myself, I guess we can try.
Then it cuts to you guys flying and bow.
My eyes are watering because I don't have goggles. Actually, Bow is it's I'm sure like being up this high, all this wind rushing past us. Bow's not cold at all.
How much higher do you need to go?
Yeah. This is maybe slow down so I can see.
I'll take it to like a soft glide.
Bow will, instead of letting go of you to wipe his eyes, he'll reach his hand over like your chest and his right hand over your left shoulder to wipe his left eye, and the other. Okay.
Arm completely encompassing his whole head.
Yeah. Like,
Private GM role. What is this?
that's
Well,
not fair. That's not fair.
Uh-oh.
you spot a little like cove. I don't know if that's the right word. Coves are like on the coast, right?
Normally.
We got like a little spring or small body of water, something.
And what's the draw? There's a nice little draw in the hill that not like a ton of. There's definitely a difference in the foliage that could possibly be a path along with the stream in the middle of that draw that kind of goes to like an overhang in the hill. You notice maybe 500-ish meters into the valley of the two hills.
So that's what looks like could be a good path for people to take, or animals to take. You know, an animal path, or that'd be the path of least resistance for travel.
Yeah, I mean the foliage would be somewhat outrageous, like a water source into a draw of hills that doesn't have a lot of human or mortal life around it, but like you definitely have noticed possible tracks towards it.
Okay.
Not tracks. The foliage is
Well, like
somewhat worn there.
like a deer path or something, or
Yeah.
could
be a
Game trail.
animals getting down to the water and then back up to
a
den.
path.
Something. Okay. What
See
about,
anything?
Ooh, and I start pointing. How familiar is Karameki with? Is he a woodsman at all? I mean, he's from the most civilized nation.
Nation.
And then
He's like,
and then lived in a fireworks. He sells fireworks, which not exactly a necessity, right?
But
so
flashy.
I mean, is Karameki a city boy? I guess is the idea.
I suppose your current knowledge would lead you to that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think so. I say that just to explain what Kirameki would see, basically. So, what I'm asking is, does Kirameki or does Bao point to a bunch just like, and there's some trees, and there's some he's telling you they're different, but there's some trees, and there's some trees, and there's some rocks, and they just kind of all look the same to Kirameki, or would he kind of see that, I pointed out to him, but I don't know what Kirameki actually sees. Somebody says, "Oh, would you look at that over there?" And you're like, "What, trees?" Or you're like, you say, "Oh shit, there's a path right there, and big deer nest, and look at all them briars. Look at them briars next to this field. I bet there are a bunch of rabbits up in there." There's a great vantage point for hunting. You know, like, you know, what would Kirameki see when Bao will point it out and tell you what it all is.
Yeah, Kirameki, you definitely understand what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not necessarily like the specifics of like the plants or the structures, but I can read the layout, I guess, for like
Okay.
strategic purposes.
Got you. What I will point out is I'll point out some landmarks for us. Old, like some of the taller trees that we could see from the ground while we're walking too. Some of the and then I'll point out swaths of like plant life that grow in swampier areas, and then the clear line of, you know, that we can you could see from wetland trees to you know, something like water maple into maybe some like ash or something, or some spruce, right? Where so we could walk along, keep the, you know, keep like our swampland or our marshland foliage on the one side of us as we're walking, and that'll lead us right into the cut, and then we can just dot off of some of the larger, more ancient spruce that we'll be able to see up above the foliage or through to keep us on track.
Yeah,
To give us a good clear path.
that looks like that could be it.
We're not moving that fast. I can hear you. I'm like, my face is like on your shoulder. I'm like,
Oh,
I can hear you. I can hear you.
hold on. I'll do like a straight dive down to back to the ground.
You know, it's so for all of our motorcycle riders, you stop slower when you have a pillion, especially the size of Bao.
And just before we hit, I'll help with you know, like using a gust of wind to kind of soften it.
I like this better. I want to put my feet on the ground. Much better. Oh, I'll pat the ground. I'll touch it.
You know, Bao, we did find a couple of pair of nice boots that you could wear.
You found boots in my size.
Possibly. You could always try them on.
I've always wanted to try on a pair of shoes. This seems okay.
That's not gonna disturb
I mean,
your connection, is it?
I don't know. It's the first time for everything, right?
Well, I'll reach in the back of the chest on the turtle horse.
If the boots know what's good for them, they won't. I'll tell you this.
Let's see, what else was there? There's 2 pair of boots.
How many boots do you wear at one time?
Well,
What's
usually
left is the 2
one.
pair of boots and the globe.
Got a black pair and a green pair.
Faye,
Okay.
what was the properties of the boots that you looked at? We couldn't tell one of them, but we did figure out. I don't know.
You didn't figure out either of them.
Oh, okay,
So
no, we
one
just
was
know what they look
green
like.
and like very streamlined. There's like no frills. It's very sleek, splendor. The other pair of boots are somewhat like a standard looking pair of like black boots, but on the bottom there's like a sole to the boot that has like a bunch of different like almost like a mixture of a footprint. Like each toe is like a different animal. The heel is part of like the pad of a dog. So it just looks like a weird, weird footprint of a mixture of creatures of sorts.
Yeah. Interesting use for dog feet. The fur is very insulating. Nice gloves.
Suppose you could wear them on your hands.
This. I'll take the green pair of boots. Which are I'll take the first pair of boots you described, and I'll put them
Okay.
on my feet.
Kind of shape to your feet and
Well, first I'll hold them up. Do they look like they'll fit?
as you hold them, they look like they fit.
They like grow into
Passive perception, they kind of
Holy
change size as you pick them up.
Holy shit! Boots are crazy. I had no idea. Okay.
Looks like those might fit.
All right. I'll
Like those might fit 10 people.
Hey, quit making fun of my feet. I know they are small. Alright, you are not my grandmother. You cannot talk to me like this.
As you finish slipping them on and you like stand up, you notice that you're not making any sound with your feet. You like stomp. There's no sound coming out of it.
I'll put the other ones on my hands.
You have boots on your hands.
Am I doing it right? Oh, also, none of them are laced.
They don't have laces. They slide on.
That's good, because I don't know how to tie a shoelace.
Oh, is he wearing the ones with the print on the bottom?
He's wearing the green ones.
Okay.
Picture go.
Yeah. Guess you can only wear one at a time, huh?
Well, this is not how you... I've never seen anybody do this with boots, but you said...
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe it wasn't worth a try.
Okay.
Unless you just like doing that. I mean, it could be probably hard to grab things, though. I know how you like
Yeah,
throwing people.
I didn't have to like it.
So, Kirameki, can I see that sword that you got earlier? I'd love to examine it a bit.
Don't...
Sure.
How many swords do you need, my guy?
So I guess this is, more up to the DM, but
Oh, I found these
I
swords too. Here.
think for me to feel the full effects, I have to attune to it. So
You're attuned to it.
okay. I'll hold it out.
I attuned you to it the moment you wrapped your hand completely
Okay.
around the hilt.
Just wanted to make sure.
You know, it's a lot easier if you let go of the sword so I could examine it.
Yeah, probably.
You can see this sword here, and I'll hold it. I'll hold the scimitar up, like in front of your eyesight. Here, look, check this one out too. You like swords? Here.
This one's actually pretty nice.
I
Could use a
stepped on
new
it.
edge.
Oh, you stepped on it a little earlier in the face, so it's...
Yeah,
If you know how to straighten, it's little...
I know a good blacksmith back in the Fire Nation, but I don't think this is worth keeping. Karameki, are you sure everything's okay?
Yeah. Why?
Death grip on this sword. He does. Hey, man, he doesn't want you to take it.
I just got it, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're not very. You have never once let anybody else touch your swords. Why would he allow you to touch his sword?
Would
What's
you
the
like to
deal?
touch my sword, Bao? Is
You don't
that
know
what you're saying?
it sucks souls inside it. It talks, and it's a bad friend to you. No, I do not want to touch evil sword.
Well, then I don't see the problem here. I
And
offered it.
you have not even used the second sword that you've gotten. So, it seems like you don't need any more swords until you play with the ones you already have.
I honestly
You
thought
don't
you'd
even
be
play with the other sword. We
drawn
got
to
you.
the Moon Touch sword.
Hey, look at us! we we all have swords. Look, all
Just kinda-
equally cool too. I wave my bend. My kind of fucking
You guys like put
broken.
them in together in the middle and like touch tips.
Oh, this is yeah. Look. Hey,
Nice word.
I have great idea. Let's have tournament.
Go
What kind of
on.
tournament?
It's sword. Let's fight each other.
We could.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
why
I could use some
suggested.
rest before we do all of that. But keep your sword. I'll hold you to that.
Does her
Is
feel
it-
like bleeding through his armor?
Yeah.
You can't tell because it's covered in fucking smoke. Like, it's a lot. It really is. Like it's. I know it's a look. You know, not the face. Hey, it's not the face. I understand. This is you. But that's a lot. You know. Like, look. I have nice boots now. He's wearing pants. She has a robe. Carried two swords, wear giant golden armor, and can constantly covered in billowing black smoke. Like, and you can't even tell Adder's here. It blends in so well.
He's been out there picking at the pumpkins for hours.
Yeah, he's into it. I don't know.
Super intricate dragon carving inside of a dragon.
Where you like carve them and like connecting them together and then
Yeah,
carving
like they're
them. Yeah.
intertwined.
What do you think he's doing with all the insides?
Is he just like filling up a bucket and sticking his head underwater because he can breathe underwater now?
Did you guys put the
Hey, guys,
armor on
I'm,
Adder? you found this armor and
His
you're like, oh,
inventory. I don't know if this is actually wearing it yet.
Weekend at Bernie's style.
No,
Yeah.
Mr. Phil and Kurameki pinned him down and put it on him.
Stop it.
It's
Stop
made
it,
for you.
Tickles. Tickles.
Jeez.
Funny.
But seriously, the smoke doesn't go away.
I mean, I've only had it for a little while. I don't know. We'll find out.
Does it ever run out? Like, is there? I rub my finger on the armor. Is there like soot on the armor?
Kind of looks sooty, but
Nothing.
there's
comes
no
off, right?
actual soot. No.
No, it's just like a design choice to be covered in soot. Okay. All right. Yeah.
What time
You
of
know,
day is
Bao,
it?
you're very judgmental for someone of your stature.
People my size have less opinions than
No,
people
they should
of
be
other.
kinder to others.
How was I
Walk-
mean?
Start stomping
What
away.
did I say that was mean? I'm just trying to understand.
as the like smoking, shimmering, gold-covered warrior.
Yeah, fucking like
Yeah,
these two
man.
giant greatswords like clacking against each other as he's like shake, shake, shake.
Talking shit about my new armor. Damn it.
Hey, look, I'm so glad that I
I'm pretty
helped him.
sure Israfil can like plow a field just by walking in
Yeah.
straight lines.
And I'm pretty sure he
This is-
can't turn around to talk to somebody behind him in a bar because he'll just knock tables and
Cuts
chairs,
people's legs off.
accidentally lift up somebody's dress. Like it's immediately bar fight. He's just wearing a bar fight basically. Fucking smoking solid black. Nobody's gonna let you into their establishment. Like you're gonna like if you're like, oh guys, hey, don't worry, I'll go book some rooms for us at the inn. You're gonna walk in and somebody's gonna die of a heart attack. He's here for me. You know, another person's gonna. I always knew you'd come, and like immediately try to death. You'll never get me. You're terrifying. Can't see your face. Like
Well, right now you can't because I'm drenched from somebody dumping a barrel of water on me.
I mean, you were on fire. That's the point, right? Like you're telling me, how could Bao have even thought that I was on fire? What's the point of the billowing black smoke armor? To make people think you're on fire, right?
I didn't say you didn't have reason. That was never what I said.
So we did spot a spring a little ways outside of this village. You needing to take a rest here, or
What if
Are you
these
good
are
to
not
press
the only
on?
guys who live here? And they come back while we're just like taking a nap or whatever.
That's very possible.
We're out in the open. Ooh, okay. You make plans. I have to go grab my things. And while they make plans, I'll go run back to where I stashed all my stuff and go get it.
Can you grab the horses?
Is there anything
I'll say
in that
nothing.
first building?
I'll also say
Yeah.
nothing. I ran away.
Well, I was talking to Israfil.
Oh, okay.
You're kind of like
Honestly,
fascinated about the no sound as you run.
This is great.
No, there's no more.
I had no idea boots were like. This is why people wear them. Oh wow, crazy.
Mhm.
You have to put the bell on me. Yeah.
Now have
Oh, that'd be fun.
stealth barbarian.
But
I-
honestly, we should put him on Israfil if we want him to be more terrifying. He also makes zero sound when he moves around.
Just
Like-
appears behind
Shows
people.
up.
Yeah,
Just
like-
behind people,
Smoking.
billowing in smoke.
Yeah, dude. Like we want to
Uh.
complete the image of death. There it is. Yeah.
The Grim Reaper, actually.
Mhm.
But I didn't check the first building. Bao was having his tantrum in there, destroying the building.
He was. By the way, it wasn't a tantrum. I'm just like lifting the bed up and looking in there.
By that point, I was already out the door. So I just
You saw me shove two people into a fireplace, and you're like, I won't ask.
That was just a casual investigation.
Yeah, I was just being chill about it, honestly.
All right, well, I'll go give it another once over, and I guess we can try to pull Adder out of that barrel over there, and we need to find a place safe to rest.
sounds like a plan.
I'll come back
Mhm.
over with both
I'm
horses
just
on my
gonna follow
shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the horse.
Not exactly what I meant, but thank you.
Like, good. And I'll pick one up, put one on top of the other, and try to ride them.
Mhm.
That'd be cool.
Think I could?
It's be a. The bottom horse probably needs to make a save of some sort.
Mine. Mhm.
It's a
We'll
lot
try
of
to.
work.
You try to get them to get in their shell, so they're little, so their
Oh
hooves
yeah.
don't scratch each
roll
other,
'em.
I'm gonna grab the reins of my horse and oh,
Whiskey, get them away from Bow.
mhm. I'll just walk him up behind the guys up to the other building. Did you say I had to do something for the whiskey? No. Oh, okay. You're just
Call her a good girl.
Yeah.
good girl.
Do I would I
Best friends for life.
kind of like look around? Do I notice like anybody around at the moment, outside, nearby, or?
There's a handful of corpses, and
That's
other
cool.
than your party, you haven't noticed any other form of like life nearby. No.
Okay. Guess I'll just do like a quick look around the room to see if anything stands out. Possibly symbols
top
or
room?
like, yeah, any sort of like thieves' camp.
You walk in and it smells like horrendous.
Damn.
First time smelling burning bodies.
No, just not something I ever really got used to, I guess, or don't want to be used to.
More just that they're smoldering in a chimney. Not really on like a pyre or anything.
The small occasional flare of the fat kind of liquefying and
Ew.
catching. Oh, sorry.
No,
We killed people, but in the most brutal fashion. But we don't want to like stare into the aftermath.
right. Mhm. It didn't bother me none.
It looks pretty well turned up. And you
Solo cups everywhere. Like...
Yeah.
What the heck?
looks very well scavenged.
So a beer can crushed in half with holes poked in the top.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this place looks turned up.
Okay. Well, definitely not making camp in this building.
Now, do you think it's safe to stay here?
No, but is it really safe to stay anywhere?
Yeah. We could sleep in the pumpkin patch.
Yeah, have you my village? Very safe place.
I feel like that's one of the wisest things Kirameki has said. Safe to stay anywhere.
Yes, it is though. Like I know, very nice place.
I think
Very
after
nice
Israfel leaves the building, is there like a partial opening to this furnace here? Or is it all like, was it destroyed? I can't remember.
It was kind of sealed off by lattice
it's
work.
for the most part sealed. There's like a couple like air holes
in
or
the
whatever where
fireplace.
someone was forced through it.
After an hour, it goes away. After an hour, the molder goes away.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess at this point, yeah, no, there's no molder. Like it's just an open, like chimney furnace area.
All right. So I'll just take a quick glance and, make sure that no one is eyeing me. And I'll
An eye pops out of the fireplace.
Yep.
Yeah, like somebody was hiding in the fire. Karameki What
Um,
happened?
And I'm gonna pull out the hidden note that I got from the little inn or tavern that led us to this place, and place it in the fire before, and then I'll turn up and walk out.
Get rid of the evidence before somebody finds out.
Funny.
Funny it took him this long. Like he couldn't memorize what it said. No. That's symbolic. That's a symbolic story element for what. That's how he learned of this place. And now it's done. Yeah, he's finished a job. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you did.
Ah.
So are we setting up camp here or are we leaving?
You're not going inside. You're yelling from outside.
Yeah. Well, he
Yelling
already
through the
he
shattered
came
window.
outside and
Nah.
he came outside after burning the note. So
Mm.
At least here we'll have a roof over our head, but I mean, I think Bao is right. People could be coming back here. We don't know who's all out here.
I would say like maybe so there are more people than there are bids. So this is like that's not a clear indicator of how many people were living here, unless they are traveling. I don't know. Most of them are completely burned alive or emaciated, melted. So I didn't see if they had tents or bedrolls on them, but which means they would be traveling, right? I don't see bedrolls and tents laid out, which means they were asleep. It's unclear to me, so it's confusing. Don't want to be.
Yeah, could just be a checkpoint.
Yeah. I mean, if they all had traveling gear, then yeah, right? Or maybe they had camp further up in the woods, and that's why we can't see their tents and bedrolls where everybody else was hanging out, other than the. These are farmhouses, right? And those were like freaking bandits. No women, no children. Right, so this is not village. Right? These people are not village. Old men, 18 to 27, except one guy. He's maybe in 40s, and he had the best clothes on. Right? Probably leather. There's a group of angry young men, probably.
Yeah, we should probably keep that in our pocket next time. Keep somebody alive for questioning. Well, I bet we get people to say anything. We just put Israfil in his smoking armor in front of them.
Next
Right?
time Israel, yeah, you go ask questions. See what the hell they say. I bet they don't try to kidnap you. I see you. First time, I think. I would love to touch this person. First
You
thing.
just threaten to give him a hug, and I think we get all we want.
Mhm. Great, guys. I've had a great idea. I'm gonna kidnap Death. This will not go bad, not even a little bit.
Well, I can take first watch. You need to rest up, Israfil. I think Faye. I don't know if this is answered or not. I know Faye asked earlier, but what time is it? Or what?
Yeah,
What
I
does the
did.
light look like
Evening.
here? Evening. Okay.
Sun is going like down. It's above the hill, but barely.
That building over there, and I point over here, the building that I was first in. There's a couple of beds in there, and the only thing that's busted out is the window.
I did not ransack that room. Did not think we were staying. This is my bed.
Well, there's 2 beds. You know, 2 people
Yeah,
can
Val, you're so big. Carry
rest
these
up
beds
while
over here. Val,
other
bring those
people stay on
beds.
watch.
I'll take watch. I'm perfectly fine. The worst thing that happened to me was I was impaled with a sock.
Oh yeah. About you notice your allergies are starting to go away.
Oh yeah. Hey, boots are amazing.
Forgot about the allergies. It just made me think of it because we started talking about watch. I'm like, oh yeah, allergies.
If you're Mickey, if you need sleep too, it's fine. I can take it. Take watch. You can all sleep. We get out of here quick. I do not need the rest.
What building are we sleeping in?
The one on the where we got all the magic items.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't really get injured either. But if we're all taking a spot, I guess there's no reason to not
Well,
take a rest.
if you were, if you were gonna stay for a second, maybe I have questions for you. I have thought maybe. You can help me figure it out.
All right.
So I'll wait for everybody to get settled in. I'll wait for our watch to go on for a bit or whatever.
I'm
I'll
gonna
take off my smoking chainmail and put it on the back of the chair.
Does it still smoke?
Goes away after you set it on the chair.
Whoa.
Wasn't supposed to be smoking until you put it on in the first place, but
Yeah.
It happens.
Who comes up with this shit? I'll say to Kirameki. Like who, who thought, oh, I'll make these. I have the power. For one, it's not even about how. It's like why,
Well, I don't really mind about a little flash, a little style here and there, but smoke's not really my thing. Smoke bombs,
Seen you
maybe,
use
but
smoke bombs, yeah, multiple occasions.
but not as a clothing
Like your
choice.
favorite thing. You did that like 2 hours ago. But that is
For
style.
clothing, I like things a little bit more shiny.
Okay. This is cool. Do you like to play cards?
You
I found deck of cards.
sure that's a good idea?
I'll take the cards out and I'll shuffle them and I'll flip one over. Like I don't understand your question.
Well, it's not that I don't want to play a game of cards, but we're supposed to be kind of keeping an eye out on things.
Yeah, this is the question that you had. So, all right. You seem like I'll like look over at the window. Taking note of where you came from in the battle and stuff, like out of that building and okay. Seem to know like you seem comfortable. Maybe situation like this.
It's important to
Don't know.
keep a steady head. Yeah.
Well, even like it seems like you were in your element with these people, this place. So, with that in mind, maybe like, let's say, for example, you were one of these people, and you come to village. What would tell you that something was wrong? If you, let's say, you were not somebody is coming for us, somebody, but if they were, you were them, and you were walking to village, what is one first thing in your mind that would tell you to be ready to maybe take advantage of what we're us here resting?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
Yeah. I was just thinking maybe I'll go set a fire in each of the fireplaces, except this building. Because if I go up to a village and I see a house and I would like to ask these people for food. The first building I go to is the one with the fire in it. There are people inside. But if I see village and I see no people and I see no fires and it is dead, it is night, I think there are no people in this place.
Fair
And if
assumption.
I thought maybe there's supposed to be people here, let's say it's my family, and I go to my village and there are no, there I do see, and I expect to see signs of my family. It's normal, but nothing else. I was thinking maybe while they are resting, we could make this place look normal from a distance, and that might protect us just a little. Just a little.
Normal or deserted?
It's up to you. But I definitely think that this should not look like the only place. And I'll like reference maybe the fire going or something. Maybe a candle as it's starting to get evening. Maybe this should not look like the only place with people. And then all your friends are dead outside. And then looks like we're all sleeping in the air, you know? Like, not to say that we could not take them, save our friends, but I mean, you want to set this place up to our advantage? If so, what do you think we should do?
I suppose we could, but if people show up here and they're just more of whoever was already here, I'm sure they'll find us over here one way or the other.
Best not to make it easy.
Yeah, I don't have any objections. You're wanting to tidy up around here.
We'll light some fires, close the doors, maybe clean up the bodies.
So wondering when that was going to come up.
Well,
You know,
yeah, maybe
you
that'll send a
come
message for
home,
anybody who
you-
comes up here.
yeah. But if they show up while we are sleeping, we don't want the message to be, hey, we killed all your friends and now we're taking a nap right in this building. Maybe a little confusion, right? Maybe it's a bit, they can't put all the pieces
Well,
together.
did you see these guys? I think they're going to be pretty confused no matter what. I mean, they tried to kidnap Faye right in front of us.
We were hiding.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? I mean, I don't think I remember. Wait, hold on. They thought she was alone.
Oh,
They are
yeah,
bad
yeah.
guys, yeah.
Yeah, I
And I'm
forgot
not saying
Faye.
they're not the bad guys. I'm just saying that, like, if more bad guys come, maybe we make it hard for them to know exactly what building we're sleeping in and that we are very dangerous and that they need to use surprise to kill us.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, let's just potty all of the bodies up at the front gate.
Okay. I was thinking maybe put this fire out, light other fires in other buildings, hide the bodies where it's hard to see. Maybe you just walk in, you're like, hey, where is everybody? Not in the building, there's because all the lights are out. And we hear them like, I don't know, open door to the building, and we can hide, you know.
Yeah, sure. I'll walk in the building that they're sleeping in and just cast gust on the fire until it goes out.
There's so much wood smoke, like, ashes everywhere.
Come on, Adder,
The-
this
the
is your
gust-
job.
The gust isn't. The gust is stoking the fire instead, because that's
like,
how. That's how wind works on a fully burning fire. It doesn't put it out.
I do the S is I got it, guys, and he like sprays it. But,
Well, all right. So I'll go light the other. Do you want to deal with the bodies or the buildings?
I mean, unless you just don't want to touch the bodies, I think you can carry them a lot faster, and
Yeah,
A lot
I'll
more.
do that.
I can go start the fires real quick.
I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll go gather up all the bodies. I'll kind of take them to the edge of the wood. I'll use mold earth to dig a grave for each of them. Lay them in it. Cover their faces with like cloth. Use mold earth to like pull out to like shape a simple kind of stone symbol and that I place on their chest, almost like a plinth or like a just a rectangular esque or tablet esque, like a tablet almost, like a flat piece of sandstone or something or slate or whatever, and just kind of shape it with purpose is all. Not skillfully or whatever, but it definitely man-made kind of thing, right? And I'll place those stones on top of their faces to hide their face, and then cross their arms and rebury them. Almost like a stone mask, as it were, of like kind of slate or whatever the local kind of stones are. And just kind of a classic burial of the people of my area.
guys, agree to clean up. You're burying the people, and Kirmeki's lighting fires and tidying up the appearance of the buildings, and everyone others are prepping to bed down and stuff. That's when the camera pans out, and we'll end it for tonight.
Nice.
Although I don't know how we cleaned up all the blood. I think Adder did decapitate a couple of people out in the...
We'll just not light fires near like the outsides of the,
Yeah.
we'll leave all the fires on the insides of the buildings, kind of, low
dark.
low torch.
Hopefully
light,
people
yeah.
would be deterred by the smell of burning flesh.
It's chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
Don't. It's like, yeah, Nell, I will exit this conversation. Thank you for telling me that you know what human flesh tastes like. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, that's something I haven't
go.
something I haven't adventured with is a cannibalistic character. Neat.
I hate that I put that into your head.
I mean,
No.
sounds like a drow thing. Alright.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What? Thanks for playing, everybody. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you, Emma,
Appreciate
for the game. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Hope you had fun. A lot of roleplay today. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Couple curveballs from your players.
Glad the treasure ended up being found early. Glad notes were found. That's cool. And not just like, oh, we got treasure. See you later.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we'll see where you know, where you guys go next. The shrine, the village. There ended up being a cove. What's
Yeah.
there?
Hopefully we go there, huh?
Hopefully a shrine.
That's the
Mhm.
plan.
So
It was the idea was, while you guys are sleeping, basically to people who didn't need a short rest or a long rest, or while on watch, the best way to keep you guys safe is to basically be a distraction. So if somebody does roll up on us, they'll notice the people doing stuff first, and, not, and then so
True.
it's also a way to keep you guys safe instead of
Mm.
somebody attacking all of us in this small room too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one great part about the great sort of warning is I wouldn't be surprised.
True.
We mark. We go ahead and mark.
The
long rest.
great sort of warning is like, psst, hey, wake up.
Wake up.
It's time to fucking rock and roll.
Can't mark long rest yet. You haven't even went to bed yet.
Master Israfil, do you smell that? That's the smell of ass becoming grass.
I did.
Just
I
kidding.
didn't. I was
You guys can make long rests.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
And
After we get done with our, does that stop us from long resting from our duties or from our stuff that we're doing?
no.
Okay.
One sec. Let me count something real quick.
Okay.
Count it.
Is it more? Is it beyond that of the number of fingers you have? We can help.
No.
I think he's counting our XP. He's like, hey guys.
Ooh,
we
XP
leveled
count.
up.
In a way.
Oh, damn. Nice.
I already
I was just
clicked
trolling,
mine.
but-
Sorry.
Yeah, Faye already leveled up a few times.
I did
A
not.
few times.
use- Huh.
Yeah. You guys will level.
We
Oh, we're
Yeah,
gonna level up. Yeah.
the party is going to level up, and
I go to 5.
thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Let's go.
Yeah.
A plug one more time. If you sub during September, you get a free dice tray or dice box.
Yeah.
They're
Our
really cool.
next
It's so worth it.
scheduled activity is creation stream Wednesday with gear at 5 p.m. Central.
The time's gonna change on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna run the creation stream a little early. Yeah, that was nice, Callihawk. But for anybody who wants to
go.
do the creation stream or has any ideas, just message in the Discord, general chat, or you can DM me. But I'm gonna do it earlier in the day because the WNBA playoffs are going on, and I've got game day on Wednesday, so
Nice.
I'm gonna run it a little early so I can watch that. Something that me and the wife do is
It'll get posted in announcements when live starts. So
yeah. If you guys want, if there's a specific time prior to that you guys or something you guys want to work on, feel free to message me and we can do that. If not, I'll just run a creation stream of, I don't know, whatever I'm making that day. So
All right.
Sweet.
Love you guys. See you next time.
Love you guys.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.